Charlotte. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Carolina Panthers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Get it!
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Well, this defense for the Panthers very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
First down, Seahawks.
Okay, break.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And going right back to Walker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. You look at this Carolina defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll toss this out right to Walker. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Walker. Oh, a heck of a move. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. The Seahawks send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 43 rail. Set.
They'll start on the ground with Foster. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second and 9 now from the 21. A give left side, Foster. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Striker. 3-3. Green jack. Black shot. Check, huh?
Young on 3rd down. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Mayer steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone. After that,
touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
11-yard line.
Here we go. Here we
This
go.
Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Young off the play fake. Out to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Ready.
Looking to throw, Young. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down to throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Foster. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Set.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
That's out quickly to London. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Come on. Set.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it with Foster. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The Panthers at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Throwing quickly out wide to Atwell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A first down carry for Foster. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. They They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
2nd and 5.
10 cycles. Yellow.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Yellow. Set.
Young to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Panthers. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Let's go now.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They run again with Walker. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
The slot man in motion right. From the gun, it's Walker. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw in film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Here we go.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
That one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On the ready.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? This pass complete to Melton. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Let's go now. Ready.
1st and goal, Foster. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. They'll try again down here with Foster. And this time he is in. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 73 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Walker with another carry. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball. He's past the 30. Past midfield, look out. And he will be out of bounds, but what a heady play, really. Picks up the missed field goal, brings it back across midfield to set his guys up in excellent field position.
Set, ready.
Now Foster running left. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll go again with Foster. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 3rd and 2.
So many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
Well, they've got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the 1st down marker.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. The 20. 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties him with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. A try here for the extra point. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also. Yeah,
that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
On first, they stick with Foster. And it's out. He put him on the carpet. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
125 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here we go, here we go. Look at my team. Ready.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. The yardage numbers for him just keep piling up for his career. He's now toppled, Charles, the 11,000-yard mark.
And just think about that. For most NFL running backs in their career, it feels like if they get to 1,000 yards, they've had a nice little run. He's over 11,000 yards, probably beyond his wildest dreams.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Straight ahead, Walker. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. Walker once more. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Throw left side, there's London. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Here is 3rd and 5. Throws right back to London, complete again. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
It's 4th down.
Watch out now. 50 feet. Ready.
Here's Foster on 4th. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff up the middle. Underwood. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Running left is Walker. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Going right back to Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
The extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Panthers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Young. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here is Young. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Out of the gun, they hand to Foster. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Young. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
43 rail.
They'll go with Boone. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. A give left side, Foster. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
Ready, set.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
3rd and 5. Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 3rd down, here's Walker. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Operating from the gun, Mayer. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down but come up empty.
But I actually like the call. And the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up. But also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Let's go now.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Trail green. Trail blue. Hut, hut.
Young will set to throw. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Black ultra.
Young. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see...
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Mayer. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Here comes 2nd down. Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Up the middle, here's Walker. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Mayer. And that will be incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
The Seahawks send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. This is 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Foster. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Young. Throw left side, complete to Foster. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They'll try and run forward with Foster. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here it is, 4th and inches. Here we go on 4th down. Powerful running. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy into 30. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. A 1st down carry for Foster. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Here comes 2nd down at 5. They keep it in the hands of Foster. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
Let's go.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is good.